Fields or something, or super dry?
There she is again. Finally made it through the snow.
She's wet.
Yeah, sure.
Terra. Giù. Terra. Brava. Salta. Ah, brava.
And Eddie. Gotta make noise. This is quite simple. This is beeswax with castile soap. So it's a very natural product. That is, yeah, it's a lot of things.
It's not the fence.
Yeah, they never, I asked for walnut oil, which is good for stones, but they never something simple. They also only, it's like a supermarket. Only high processed stuff. But it's for, it's food grade. So it is for cutting boards. and
Ah,
stuff
that's
like that.
great.
So I'm just gonna do it on the, it's the same material, beach. See how it performs. Yeah. Don't need that much. Okay, back to it.
It's not so heavy. If you need to move it around, if you need to carry it.
Possible, yeah, no, if you need to lift it up, it's heavy.
No.
Okay, to make another.
And I put a lot of spice in this. I don't know how it's not spicy. Sometimes he flips like this, and
He doesn't fly.
he flies, but I think he's really weak because the wings are. It's a lot of walking.
He walks a lot, yeah. It's like
Huh?
it's like the butterfly from last year. It was around the same time. You remember that?
Yeah, on the snow. Yeah, on the snow.
It was in the cabin,
Yeah, right.
but in the cold. I don't know what to do. It's too early.
Yeah, and now there's too much snow here.
Ciao.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, we come up this way. Hey Alexander.
Ja, Martijn. Hoe is het, man?
Goed. Ja?
Beetje chillen, zeg. Ciao.
Beautiful sunny day.
Yeah, it's a really nice day.
Very nice.
It's nice and warm here. We were saying we were
We are from
dressed up too much.
yeah, we are in the snow, so I still have my thermoclass. Ah, okay. Thank you.
I'm really proud of this because inside is a garlic grater.
Garlic grater in the...
Yeah.
So-
So if I pour it,
Then
you
you
see
see
like
the-
the garlic grater. See?
I like it.
Wow.
I want one of them.
Yeah, I think what I do is like, so you come up with the stones, almost they touch each other, the last
Yeah.
ones,
Exactly.
and then mortar, and then plot the stain like this width, I think.
Yeah.
Just cut them and hammer them on top, and then where you have a gap, you put the second layer, right? Something
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Like,
that. Yeah, I think I'll do it like
Yeah.
that.
and then if you want to be sure, then put the sottocolme. But this you will see this.
Yeah.
It's fine that you know a lot of like technical Italian words for construction. Very funny.
Below the ridge, sottocolme.
I don't even know if this is the correct word, but it sounds
Sounds
very
like.
convincing.
En dan ik dan. Kom je bij mij
Yeah,
dit
but
dan?
I already have the bitumen underneath. so
Ah, you have
that's
the
already-
bitumen. Okay.
That's the
Yeah.
waterproof layer for when snow comes in.
Right. But you so you put the wood
Yeah,
and then the
that's
bitumen.
okay.
Yeah,
Wow. But then the stones are just for show. Basically.
yeah, kind of. Yeah, well, it's the but you have stuifsnee will come underneath it.
Sure.
It's for
Fine.
dropping.
On your side, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you have to think about 30 years from now, it still needs to work.
Yeah.
These
Yeah.
things degrade.
Ja. Toppie?
And,
Bunny. I'm gonna drink coffee. This? There.
Oep. And just for you, I would start with this. Now you're gonna comb the clay. Move it up. You need to first let go of your hands and then
Then
stop.
stop.
But if you're touching it and then stop, you
It's measuring
you never do this. Well, you can, but
It's an artistic choice.
yes. Point. Make sure your piece is wet.
Yeah. So, like from here.
So I just
Can I go up again?
Yeah.
Right.
This one. Yeah, and you do it with two hands. So you, with everything that you do, you
Like
keep
this.
the two hands connected so you stay centered. Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
It's
okay.
easier, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But now you don't focus on the wall. What you now is you focus on making the bottom and like opening the bottom. So maybe go to the first step. One fist on top,
Yeah.
and you try to exert like equal force.
You can center it again.
Yeah.
If
So
possible,
it's
yeah.
like first you set it, then you move it up and down, and it's normal that for a lot of people then it starts to wiggle, and then you force on two sides, and then.
Oh.
Yeah,
There you
yeah,
go.
yeah, good.
Okay.
Yeah, so leaning in.
It's just like.
Nice. No, but for real, like for the first lesson to be able to center it is already like a great accomplishment. Really.
Thank you. You're such a great, patient teacher. I like it.
Nice job. You're welcome.
Very rough.
Oh, we don't have mugs. My mug is broken. Broke. Can I publish this? Like the most healthy way possible, but
Mix it with grease.
exactly.
Ah,
Oh,
no good. Yeah, I'm not judging
you were talking about that.
Yeah.
I'm the easiest person. I'll take it.
Mm.
Yeah.
It was like a walk and pick. Oh my god, yeah.
Two more left.
hard.
And you could also a little bit taste for the smokiness because I feel the difference between clear and smokehouse.
Yeah.
We heard you. Oh, look at that.
Raven. Made a start with the trimming. These are the end pieces, 4 of them on both sides. They close off the carpentry and make it look nice and finished. Also, the ends of these sides will be closed in, so that will be the last part of the job. They need to be stained in the same color, and then yeah, I was able to do quite a lot on my own, I think, this week. About 25 stones, I think. It is heavy work, but it is doable on your own. And I'm not hurting my back. The thing, I mean, it was already almost a year ago that I couldn't work for about a month because of back problems. Since then I've been changing my routine. With heavy work I wear a belt to support, and every morning I do exercises, back exercises, core exercises, so I'm stronger now. Still need to be careful, but I think I know much better how far I can go. So, and the trick with these stones is you just never pick them up entirely. You just walk with them. Just be very mindful how you use them, and you get more handy with using. Like they use these hammers here. Very long piece of wood. Some of them are even longer. The older Moratores, they're very skilled with the hammer. It gives you a longer arm, you know. You can hook it underneath a stone, you lift it up like that, or you keep your feet on it and then pull it in from the ground. And once it's vertical, you walk with it. And most of the time when they do a big renovation like that, very often I've seen one guy doing a roof, usually with 2. But what they do is with the crane they put all the stones on the ridge, and you just use gravity to pull them down and slide them down. So yeah, I've become a bit more handy with it, and then it's a lot less heavy work. I remember doing the first roof, we were carrying all these stones up from the ground, and then later we figured out it's just much easier to roll them and walk them. But yeah, those stones, some of them are quite a bit heavier because they're bigger, and the square size is quite easy to work with. So I could finish it on my own, but I have a few guys coming next week, so I think we'll finish it, and then maybe not the ridge cap yet, but we'll see how far we get. Yeah, for the ridge there's basically 2 options. What's most common nowadays is that they use a concrete cap, blocks of 50 I think, they're interlock, and that's how you close the roof. Doesn't look very pretty, especially in the beginning, because it's just concrete, fresh, white, grey looking. So the second option is using thinner strips of stone cut from these, from the leftovers, and mortar those in on the top, and then a second layer to close it fully, how do you call that? Yeah, 2 layers. I think that looks beautiful because it's the same material, and then it's also weatherproof. So I might go for that. Third option would be the same as the first roofs, which is basically a waterproof layer like bitumen, and then on top of this just stack stones, which fits there because of the look and the style of those older roofs. But I think with here it would look good. So, but that's next week or in 2 weeks or so. Snow is melting quickly now. There's still a lot here, but it's been a very beautiful week with a lot of sunshine and higher temperatures. So I think next week with the guys I can try to fetch the trailer out of the snow, which is still on top of the hill. So we'll see.